it.
Can I have this, though? Because Palmer will love that.
Yes.
She wants a magnet?
A magnet Mariner schedule?
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
It doesn't have Cal on it, but that's all right.
Who's Cal?
Cal Raleigh, her favorite player.
Oh.
He's number 29. She's number 29. He's a catcher. She wants to be a catcher. He's big dumper. We call her little dumper.
That's so cute. Little dumper.
I wanted to be a catcher when I was little.
I did not.
I shouldn't have. It really fucked up my knees, but like also I'm pretty sure I was not that good at it. B, literally I ended up playing lacrosse at one point and they made me be goalie. And I don't know if it's because like I just took up more space than other people or if they really just wanted to throw shit at me. Because at
Might
one
have been
point
both.
my coach was like, "Hey, get in the goal," and I'm like, "I don't know how to use this stick. Like it's a different stick for lacrosse." He's like, "Educate, just like try to catch the balls." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And he just stood there like kind of close to me, just like chunking them at me. And oh my God, I went home with like some bruises and like my head being like, yeah.
Oh. I don't think your coach liked you very much.
That's really funny.
Not
But you know
great.
what's funny about that? Like, I played soccer and they put me in goalie because I was the biggest one.
I played on the Clear Channel Soccer League.
What's that?
And it was like we did some girls that used to work here
Company,
all
yeah.
did. Like,
Oh,
that's what iHeart was before.
Why don't we do that?
And
That's
so, well,
fun.
soccer sucks. That's the main reason
Oh, okay.
that I wouldn't do it again. But and we played like during the cold season, so getting hit with a frozen soccer ball in the
Ooh.
leg doesn't feel good.
Oh, no.
And so, but I was goalie sometimes because I was like, I don't have any footwork. Like this is stupid. So I would just stand in the goal because I was like, please let me just do this.
You see Ashley with like wine in her hand, like,
Oh,
guys,
God.
I'm not stopping the ball. I hope you all realize
Yeah,
it.
if it spills my wine, this game is over. But I did love the Clear Channel Softball League. That we should do again.
Ooh, that'd
Okay,
be fun.
well, before we transition into that, let's just shout out to all the goalies.
Yeah.
If you were a goalie because you were the biggest one
Y'all
in the
are
room,
a badass.
like, you know
well
what?
done. Well done.
Curves are in.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
Welcome back to Classy Chaos. It's always fun. I always feel so awkward when I welcome you back. Like, all right, come on in, have a seat.
Yeah, get cozy.
Get cozy. I was thinking about this probably a little bit too much. It's Nina, Ashley, and Victoria all back in action. And lately, we've been having some guests, which is really fun, a new transition to elevate the pod. But I feel like after we introduce somebody or even like ourselves, like we need to like, I don't know, like have a sound or is it like a cowbell? Or, you know, I don't know.
Is
like
that
just-
better? I don't think cowbell's good.
I was going to say, you want to do a cowboy?
After we just talked about the size of people. Cowbell.
I
Hey,
did not.
Here's Ashley. Moo.
I didn't mean that. Like I meant like a ding, 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 ding. Dinner's ready. You know.
I mean, that's the way to get me to go anywhere. Dinner's ready.
Actually, that is our saying.
Yeah.
So funny.
Checking in, Ashley.
Dinner's ready.
Over to Victoria.
Do I also say that?
Hit me again.
I'm ready, coach.
Oh, God.
Put me in. Oh, it's so great. Well, anyway, if you listened to a couple episodes ago, Victoria had to take a test.
Forgot.
So as an adult, it's kind of interesting when you find yourself test taking because I think the anxiety is still there. Like the same kind of anxiety you had when you went to go take the, SATs or whatever it is. So Ashley, Victoria, and I are in a group chat.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole time Victoria was on her way to this event, we were getting pictures and like she was crying and like all of this.
I wasn't crying yet. Just
No,
so
she was
clear.
very stressed.
Slightly.
Yeah. Have you talked to Ashley since this happened?
No.
Okay. So
No.
why don't you take over?
Okay, so I went to my driver's test. I was very confident, and I was like, I got this. In the bag, easy. I don't know where that confidence came from, by the way. I felt like a college frat boy is what I felt like. I mean, like, I
Okay.
had the confidence to do anything I want.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, because we gave you the practice test and you did well.
You did.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah, I will say the last thing I know is what you talked about in the bathroom at the DMV before the test.
I forgot I sent
So
you
I
all
never,
that.
so I never got results of any of this.
I don't know. I don't remember that part.
She talked about. Well, I'm sure she'll tell us right now. So if
'Cause
you
I
leave
was-
anything out,
I
I'll,
was on one of my dates that time that was happening.
Oh, that
so
we're gonna
I
get
was-
to that
yeah,
later.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I was saying how I was really scared. I didn't know what to do, but that they gave me a little chair, but I ran to the bathroom first.
Well, he asked
And-
you, or you said I'm really nervous.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm going to do well. And he said, well, did you study? And you looked at him and you were like, study what? And then he laughed at you.
And then I looked at him, I was like, yeah, like 6 years ago. And
Yeah.
he was like, okay, so like you still want to take this, right? And I was like, yeah, of course. He's like, okay, well, here's your number set. Your number 7, go sit at the computer or whatever. Do you have to use this bathroom? And I was like, no. And I was like, actually, yes, please. And so then I ran to the bathroom. That's my Cinderella voice memo.
You should have been Googling driver's tests instead
Yeah,
of leaving us a voice memo.
Would have been a good
Dinner's
idea too.
ready.
But instead of doing that, I then walked out. I went to go take the test, and this test was laughable, to be honest. Like, it was pretty funny. What made me mad, though, is that one of the questions was one that you asked me on the podcast. And it was the frickin' merging one. And it said, if there's a sign for merging and people are coming on, what do you do? And there wasn't a mother flippin' answer for merge. And I'm like, bro, how are you going to put a merging question on the test and not say the answer's like merge? Like, it wasn't on there. And I was like,
How does that work?
I don't know. The thing is, you told me the right answer after, but we had been laughing about it and we're making jokes about it.
Yeah.
I forgot the actual answer. So I think I got that one wrong, to be honest. And then another one was like about a fire hydrant, which I was really pissed about because I had just gotten a ticket for a fire hydrant.
You parked in front of a fire hydrant?
No.
Oh, did you park within 15 feet of a fire hydrant?
No, I parked in front of the fire hydrant, actually.
okay.
But, wow,
just
you knew it was 15 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Go you. I thought it was either 10 or 30. I couldn't tell. I was debating it, and I was just like looking at it going, God, this is going to be rough. And
When
then,
in doubt, just go in the middle.
oh.
Dinner's ready.
I should have Ashley in my ear next time I take this test. Because literally, I was like on that question for so long. The kid next to me was like, it's 30. And I was like,
Oh,
Thanks,
he
bro.
said it's 30?
And so
so
he
he
gave
led
him
you
the
yeah.
strap.
But then,
Also, never trust the kid next to you.
really, I always trust the kid next to me more than me. So then I was like, thanks. And then I got to the end of it, press finished, was so happy. I'm like, easy, done. And it came back and it said, you failed the exam. So then I was like,
Oh, no.
and like a true Gen Z person, I took out my phone, I took a picture of it, I thought it was funny, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then I went in my car and I screamed.
Oh, no.
But what's funny about that is there was a kid next to my car who was taking an actual like driving test, and he just looked at me like, oof, I don't know what's going on with that girl, but that's rough.
D-R-A-M-A drama.
How many people do you know that actually failed the driver's test?
Bitch, what? If
I
you
don't.
actually take it.
I don't.
And then
Okay.
granted, like we were 16 when that was
Wait,
happening.
did you just say granite?
Yeah, I did. I know.
Is that the right word?
No.
but it rolls off easier.
Granted.
That's what I.
Yeah.
But granted, that when we did it and we were like 16, like the first time you did it, Victoria, like you're so excited. There's no
Yeah.
way you're gonna mess that up.
And you
No.
study, like they make you take a course.
Yeah. I
This
did
time-
Bellevue Defensive Driving School.
I love that you remember the name of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Kidding.
I don't remember the name of mine, but yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, best of luck. Did
So
you
wait, when do you
reschedule?
redo it?
Well, so I paid $25 for that one.
Did you get to look at what answers you got wrong?
No, I was really mad about it.
So maybe it is 30 feet on the fire hydrant.
No, I
don't
Googled
think
it.
I don't
was
think
I was
so.
like, I think it's 15.
No, I
because
Googled
30
it
feet would
after.
be 30 feet is a stop sign.
That's far.
You have to be 30 feet if you're in the direction of a stop sign. No parking within 30 feet.
Oh,
but
shit,
they have
really?
signs that
but
say
they have
that.
signs that say that.
Yeah.
They don't have signs in front of freaking fire
Well,
hydrants.
because it's an emergency apparatus.
Okay, well, half the time, let's be honest, I think they're fake sometimes. I'm like,
We just got a new fire hydrant in our neighborhood. That's the talk of the town right now.
Wait, really?
That's
Yeah.
so
Cute.
cool. I loved the best part about the fire hydrants, like in New York and in Chicago, and I've never really seen them do it here in Seattle, but they actually do take the thing off and run through it on hot days, and it is just a
Really?
party.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to see someone park in front of a fire hydrant when there's an emergency and then see the emergency crews bust through the car and run the hose through it. Because that's
Oh.
what you see on TV that they do.
On TV.
Yeah. And I think life is like TV.
100%.
I think so too,
Yeah.
a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
They can't lie to you.
No.
But that's funny that she sits and is like picturing an accident.
Yeah. I'm like, there's going to be a house
happened?
fire and they're going to have to be like, uh-oh, we got to bust through this car.
Oh, man.
Sorry, Tesla.
Have you ever picked up one of those hoses?
No.
No, I'm serious, like a fire hose
No.
that goes onto the hydrant.
We're serious, too.
Yeah, no.
You never like hung out at a fireplace and they're like, here,
In
like
a fireplace? Do you mean a firehouse?
No, I think she means a firefighter's apartment.
Yeah, have I ever? If you're asking if I've ever banged a firefighter, the answer is no.
I thought about it once. I was really close.
I don't think you're
we-
the only one. Firefighters are hot.
I think we
I
all thought
went
about
through
it.
it. I went through an FDNY NYPD phase. It was just one of those
How
things.
Who was better?
Oh.
I think that was kind of a toss-up.
Okay, fair enough.
Toss up? No, I need an answer. I want to know who's
I don't know.
better.
I'm just imagining them both being pretty great.
Well,
I mean,
I guess yeah. Well, the one of them I called Watermelon. he got
why?
so one of them got the nickname Watermelon because it was just big. It wouldn't fit.
Oh.
So-
Wow.
So his nickname became Watermelon, and we just stopped.
You told him that.
Yeah, because it wouldn't work.
But
Like
what
no
do you-
matter
what do
how
you
many
do?
times we tried, it
So
would
you
not
just
work.
could never have sex, and you tried a lot.
Yeah, we never did, and so that
Wait.
was a wrap on it.
But
And then
can you imagine finding that out? Like,
Yeah, how did that conversation go the first time?
what do you mean, like that it didn't work?
Yeah.
I was just like, oh no.
Oh.
Like it was like, oh no, not now. I'm not drunk enough for this.
Oh.
You know, so it's like we tried like in different,
Yeah.
head spaces, all of that thing. It didn't work. So it's funny because we have mutual friends,
Wow.
and later he had this girlfriend. Like, I mean, no hard feelings. I wasn't even worried about it. But he had this girlfriend, was a little tiny petite thing, and when I met her, I just was like, oh, God bless you, sister, because
Yeah.
you are really taking something.
Wow.
It was.
You don't very often hear about people whose
Or too
watermelons
big.
are so large that they can't fit in your fruit bowl.
No, it
Wow.
couldn't fit. Like there was just no way. And the best part was like finally after the last time I was like, you know what? Forget about it. And he's like, okay. It happens sometimes.
Oh my God, imagine this poor man's defeat when he's like,
And he was a firefighter.
yeah. And he's like, it's too big. And his buddies are like, yeah, right, bro. He's like, no, I promise
No,
you,
I'm
it's
serious.
too big.
Like he's not bragging about it. It's like sad. So anyway.
Was it? And
Wow.
I'm also wondering though, was it like short and round, or not round, short and wide, or was it long and wide?
It was all of the things.
Oh God!
Like it
So
was
long.
like trying to
Long,
fit a
short, and wide.
watermelon into
Into
a small
pod.
container, into a Tupperware, like into a little Tupperware.
into a pea pod. I don't know why.
I mean, that's real little, but
Yeah.
yeah. So that became his nickname, was
Okay.
Watermelon.
wow. I actually I love that nickname.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was funny.
I'm
And
just
so
having
then
terrible visuals. I'm a
I
very
am
visual person. If
too.
someone describes it, I immediately picture it.
I'm just picturing the awkwardness.
Well,
No.
The weird part is I'm picturing it as a watermelon.
like,
Why?
I don't know.
that's how I picture it.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's like.
So I'm
I don't-
picturing it with like dark and light green stripes on it.
but not like one of the perfect little small round
No.
ones. Like it's like one of the big, like kind of
Like an egg.
Oval
Yeah, it's
one.
large.
But if you think about it, like
it's
that's
too
what
much watermelon for any person.
that's what a baby's gonna be like when it comes out of you.
yeah,
But
I
your
understand
body
that.
is willing to expand for a baby because it's like all of the
Out.
things that are like it's coming from within and it's got to make its way out. And even then, it doesn't always expand fast enough. And that's why people have tears
Uh-huh.
and they grade them.
They great. What?
You get like a grade 1, grade 2, grade 3.
What does that mean?
It's how far you rip from.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That I had a C-section. I didn't have to worry about that. I got this tear.
Ugh.
Mm.
But that was way easier because I wouldn't have wanted to walk around with witch hazel pads in my hoo-ha.
With
Aw.
what?
Like witch hazel pads because it's supposed
They
to help
help
heal it
heal.
and stop like the itching from the scarring because sometimes if it's so
Oh,
bad you have to get
God.
stitches.
Bro, that's painful. Like, God bless you if you ever gone through that. But
Yeah.
I
If you have a really fast delivery, it's like worse.
seriously.
Right? The slower it is, your body has time to start the process. But people who have a fast delivery, it's like done.
Wow.
Childbirth might be my biggest fear. Like being kidnapped is like really close to that too. They're like equal for number one.
Okay. Well, I think that's a fair thing at 24.
I mean, it is scary, but it's one of those things that like you just kind of face it.
No,
I just think you're also more likely to get kidnapped than have a baby right now. So I could understand why
That's good.
kidnapping would be
On the list.
on the list. Yeah. Well, because I think you're smart and you use your head, so you're not going to get
Yeah,
pregnant
thank
when you
you.
don't want to. Kidnapping, even if you don't want to, it can happen.
huh?
Oh, see, when her getting kidnapped, I picture her like willingly walking into
that's
a
all-
van.
that was actually-
an unmarked vehicle.
That was also it. Like, I don't feel like she'd put up as much of a fight
Ooh.
about getting kidnapped as she would
Donuts.
about getting pregnant. She's like, and you have puppies in the back?
Yeah. 100%.
Tell me more. I'll help you out.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Just real quick, when I said the firefighter hose, I really meant the hose, not the watermelon.
Oh, okay. So
but
no, I
anyway,
haven't touched
that's,
the-
that's
But I
hilarious.
haven't touched the hose either.
I
or
haven't.
carried a
They're
hose.
really, really heavy.
Yeah, that's why they have to train with them.
I know. That's what I was just telling you. They're really heavy because I got to be a firefighter for a day when I
I
worked.
would love to see that.
I
I'm
worked
sorry.
for a TV show called Good Day Sacramento.
Uh-huh.
And so I was a feature reporter and I would go out and like do all this stuff. So I got to be a firefighter and like ride in the car and like hold the hose
put the
and
suit
wear
on?
the outfit. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, man. Did you have to like jump into the boots and put on the outfit as fast as possible?
Yeah,
It was
that's
fun.
really heavy.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
part? All of it?
All of it.
Oof.
Yeah. So
Did you have to carry a body, like a dummy body?
Oh, I was like,
pull 'em?
no.
Oh.
mm-mm.
well, we tried that, and she can't lift up meat. So I don't. No offense. I don't think you can hold up a whole.
I did, but that was an odd carry
was
thing.
like
I think
if-
that requires practice.
If someone's on the ground and is almost dead, you gotta be able to get them out of a burning building.
I think, though, if there was actual adrenaline in the situation, you could have done it. But you guys were just laughing too hard. If
Yeah.
Nina was really dead in a burning building, or you were really dead in a burning building, I don't think you'd be laughing.
But if she was dead, I'd probably just leave her.
Oh, that's true, because you
What the
might as
fuck?
well just go up in the smoke.
Well,
Don't let me.
But if you
die
were
from
dying, no, if
burning.
you were dying in a burning building.
yeah, I would save you.
Question, this is very important.
Yeah.
You lived in Chicago for a while.
I did.
Did you ever see Chicago Fire being filmed?
Ooh.
Yes.
Or Chicago PD.
Or Chicago PD?
Or
Yes.
Chicago Med.
Yeah, I love them all.
I
Chicago.
know.
Shout out to Chicago Wednesdays.
Yes. Chicago is amazing because streets are always shut down for shooting any of that stuff.
Wait,
But-
seriously? I
Mhm.
thought they did
And
like in a-
I lived in the West Loop area of Chicago.
Sorry.
And
It's a weird noise.
I would see Taylor Kinney.
Oh, he's so hot.
Yeah. So he was the guy that was engaged to Lady Gaga a long time ago. But
Kelly
yeah,
Severide.
Yeah,
Whoa,
that
I
guy.
forgot about that.
So I would see him just like he walks around with his little headphones on. He's just chilling, and I'll just like be driving down the street, and these are one-way streets, so like it's not like you can loop around. But I just be like, my neck would just pop.
Yeah, mine would have too, and I would have crashed into something.
Yeah,
And made him rescue me.
yeah.
Save me, Taylor Kinney.
Kelly Severide, ouch! My leg!
Ouch.
Oh yeah, but yeah, they would film everywhere all the time. It was really fun. And then when I lived in New York, they would film Law and Order on my street sometimes.
Oh, it's not
Yeah.
as exciting, though, because
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kelly
It's-
Severide's not in it.
Right, Chicago's your jam. Mhm,
But also, wait, so do they live in Chicago and they
Yeah,
actually
they
film
all
all
live
that there?
there, yeah.
Wow. I'm trying to imagine like being an actor or an actress and like let's say like you're from like LA or whatever, but then you have this show and like the show gets very big, it's successful, but now you have to like move to Chicago.
I mean, at least you're moving to a cool city.
I mean,
true.
people love Chicago. Like
Yeah.
Chicago is dope, and like it's just funny how Chicago is too. Like they're a big media town,
Really?
like in like radio and TV and all of that stuff. And so like their shows and their like actors, like they become part of the community,
Oh,
and
that's
it's just like
cool.
one of those things. So yeah, it is cool. A lot of people came out of Chicago. There's a lot of Chicago pride, that's for sure.
Yeah, one Chicago. That's what Wednesday
Yeah.
nights are called.
Oh,
Because like didn't like Grey's Anatomy used to film here, but I want to
No.
say it's just for the pilot.
It never filmed here.
What?
I thought that the roof was supposed to the roof of one of our news buildings.
Yeah. Oh, Como.
Mhm.
So, okay, I shouldn't say they never filmed here. Early on, they did not, because there was one scene that drove me crazy with that. I was like, it's not hard to come here.
No.
Right? We're from LA. It's not hard. And they
Yeah.
would do like scene setter things where they, towards the middle and end, then they would actually come here and film.
Oh.
But I don't think early on they ever did, or if they did, it was very few and far between, and it wasn't like the stuff that they could have actually used, they didn't use. Like there was one scene in a park that was supposed to be up at Cary Park,
Oh.
but they clearly weren't actually at Cary Park, and it was clearly a green screen of
With
a
the view.
picture of the Seattle or of the Space Needle behind it.
Oh, that's kind of
There was an
annoying.
accident on I-5. I'm using quotes here if you can't see me on the podcast. It was Elliott Avenue.
Oh,
They were trying to pretend that there was a big tanker fire on I-5, and it wasn't even a fucking freeway.
And they used Elliott Avenue?
Elliott Avenue.
But if you're actually here, why don't actually you use I-5?
I have no idea. I think because that's where they could set up the tanker fake fire.
I don't think that Seattle is necessarily equipped for all of that filming. Like stuff has been filmed here. Like Sleepless in Seattle
Yeah.
was filmed here. Like that house
That
is
one
on Lake
porn
Union.
movie that was because Tom
Wait.
Hanks lived across the street from me while that was filmed.
What?
Really?
That's freaking dope.
On Mercer Island?
Yeah,
That's cool.
that was fun. I played with Colin and his daughter, whose name I can't remember.
Oh,
Aw,
Yeah,
that's
that's freaking cool.
yeah, it was random, right?
yeah, that is random.
But the was the porn movie not
I was going
Porn?
to ask you what.
the gray.
Mm.
What's that?
Oh, Freak, 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, that one.
The
That was filmed
porn
here.
movie?
Yeah, I mean, basically that's what it was. Softcore porn.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, I mean, there are. Twilight was actually
Yeah.
in Forks, like
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. But my point is, normally speaking, I don't think Seattle is equipped for that to shut down I-5
Yeah.
for all of those types of things. So,
Well, and most cities wouldn't be able to shut down a freeway, right?
Yeah.
But it was just like you even have 99. Use 99 at the time, like
which
as
is just
a freeway.
another freeway for
Another
those that are
freeway.
not
You're
familiar.
like,
Yeah.
don't just use.
Don't use a surface street and pretend it's a freeway. Why are there buildings? It was in front of the. Sorry, my knee is making fart noises in here. You remember the shanty? It was in front of the shanty.
Oh, yeah.
What's
Like in front of our old building. That's where it was, and that's the only reason stuck out because I was like, wait a minute, that's literally where I work.
Interesting.
That's funny.
The Shanty was the best greasy spoon breakfast place around.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
sounds yummy.
It
I
was.
think the sign's still there, isn't it?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
They had like the toast that clearly they like deep fried. I don't know what they do, but it's just oil.
Nice.
Wait.
I don't know if I did eat there
Yeah.
sometimes.
And when I
Anyway,
say the best, it was not great, but
sometimes it just hits though.
yeah, that's what you needed sometimes.
I wanna
And those were in the days where I came to work hungover quite a bit.
Hell yeah.
I get that. I did that today.
Oh, what happened last night?
I went on a date.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait,
So-
with the guy that
So I've been going on a lot of first dates, first of all. I have mentioned on the podcast before that my mom got me a matchmaker.
No, see, I thought that you said that your mom wanted to get to you a matchmaker.
She got me one.
I didn't know she got you one.
She got me one. And that may have been also because I was kind of protecting the people that I was going on dates with and I didn't want to like throw them under the bus. But it's a lot of first dates.
Okay.
There haven't been any second dates.
Okay.
From the matchmaking part.
Okay.
It's been an experience. I don't know if these matchmakers are really any good at their job,
Okay.
but that's fine. I've been doing pretty well with old flings or old flames.
Oh,
I guess.
people reaching out from your past?
Yeah, people from my past. So there's one, Clark is somebody from my past. And so, that's just whatever. And then the new one
Mm-hmm.
is not new. Like we went on a date 15 years ago and we met up on Friday or we met up when Victoria was taking her driver's test.
Yeah.
So that was the first time that we hung out and it was fun. Like I felt like a kid again. Like
that's
that was
good.
kind of like the fun part of all of it. It's like, okay, it's been 15 years. He looks the same. I think I look better. And yeah. And we just kept drinking like we used to when we were freaking 24 and like
Oh.
just
This was
kept
last
going.
night or on
No,
Friday?
This was on the last Friday.
Okay.
is that when you originally went out with him when you were 24?
Um
Sorry, you said that, so I'm just curious.
yeah,
she doesn't
probably.
want to tell people how old she is.
No, I did. I said I'm 41.
Oh, that's right. You did.
I don't remember if it was 24. Yeah, in my 20s. It was definitely
Okay.
in my early to mid 20s. And then it was funny because we ended up at this like Mexican spot. And so we were drinking tequila because like he loves tequila and whatever. So we were taking all these shots. And this man that was sitting next to us, we overheard him talking to the bartender. And he's like, yeah, man, like he's having girl problems and all this stuff. So the dude I'm with is like, hey, man, why don't you just come with us? Like, let's just go to the next bar together. Like, come with us. So this guy comes with us and he's totally harmless. It was funny. Like it was fun to talk to him about whatever his relationship problems were. But later in the night, like it kind of just started to get weird. So we left him. But lately, like, when somebody follows you on social and they can send you messages, but you have to accept it in order for them to see that you
Yes.
read it. So he sent me a message that night.
That
guy
guy?
did.
Yeah. The
Oh.
guy that we basically adopted for 2 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And then unsent it. So I have no idea what it said. And then last night I looked and he sent me another DM
What was it?
and then unsent it. He's like, tell me to follow you. And then you just disappeared. Just like, I saw that part, but
Yeah.
I didn't like do anything with it.
Oh, God.
What?
Like, bro, what? You were literally crying about this woman who's about to be your wife. So anyway, weird. But we drank a lot
Okay.
and it ended in karaoke and more shots.
What song did you sing?
Oh.
We sang the Sheryl Crow picture song.
Oh, I put your picture away.
Wait,
Sat
what?
down and cried today.
Why?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
That's the
That's the
lyrics.
song?
It's
yeah.
her and Kid Rock, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can't look at you while you're lying next
Next to her
or whatever.
Yeah. So we did that. We did a duet because he's in a band and
He is.
he is in a band. He
He's
sings.
the guy.
So remember when I told you the story about the guy who made me cowboy pasta and then was like, do you want to hear me play the guitar?
It was this guy.
Dang it.
it was this guy 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So
That's wild, though.
it's
And you said you loved it that he did that.
I did love that he
and
did it.
I said I would cringe really hard.
Yeah, you did say that. So then check this out. So last night he performed for me like a whole ass like song and he played the guitar but it's one of his original songs because he's in a band.
Yeah.
And it was actually really good.
Okay.
But as he's doing this, because his whole down, like he's got this area downstairs in his house where it's like all of his recording equipment and all that. Like this is his fun thing. Like he has a day job. But like I cannot look at you right now. Like I'm really excited that you're doing this, but I can't because
that's-
I'm gonna start laughing.
But that's the thing. That's what I never understand when people do it. Like and when they show it on TV, people are like, it's like we can't make eye contact while this awkward moment is
No.
happening.
No. I definitely couldn't. I was definitely looking at the wall, but like listening and surprised. I was like, you're kind of good though.
Okay.
What was that?
Does he have a nickname yet? Because obviously, if
Ooh.
we're going to talk about him, he's going to have to have a
Yeah.
nickname.
I mean, this is the first time I'm talking about him.
Wait.
Yeah, so we're going to have to give him a nickname
What's
because I
a-
assume you don't want to use his real name.
No.
Name of someone in a band that plays the guitar.
He's got blue
Nick?
eyes.
Nick Jonas? Oh.
No.
I am not calling him Nick Jonas.
Let's call him Sugar Ray.
Who?
That was a band.
I'm not calling him Sugar Ray
I
either.
was joking.
That's really
Yeah.
funny. I don't know. I don't know what to
name?
call him. You can name him other than those
I
names.
was like, we just tried.
How about...
But he's definitely
Who's a guitarist that you know? Not that you know, but like a band that you like.
I don't know.
Can he just be
Seriously, you don't know?
like Beethoven or something? Because he like composes music.
Oh my God. How about just DMB? Dave Matthews Band. He's DMB.
I kind of like Beethoven, even though
I don't like any of these.
like, what the fuck?
I don't either. It'll come.
It'll come. It's
It'll
got to be
come.
natural.
We'll call him Bay for fun.
No.
Yeah.
Beethoven makes me think of that St. Bernard movie.
Oh, right.
He's just going to be really drooly.
Well, he
Ew.
is. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
So have you guys hooked up?
No.
Okay, but you've made out.
Yes.
Okay. Is there going to be a third date?
Yes.
Okay. When is it?
I don't know.
Why? You haven't been on any third dates with your matchmaker, but
No, I haven't.
But this isn't the matchmaker.
No, this isn't the
This is
matchmaker.
blast
This is
from
a throwback.
Blast
Yeah,
from the
but
past.
other
He's
than-
throwback.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what we
Who's
call
a
him,
throwback person? We need
he's
like
the second throwback person.
he's like Michael J. Fox, just back in the 80s. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Teen Wolf.
Tyler Posey's on Teen Wolf.
Yeah, I don't know. All these names suck, guys.
I know they really do.
We'll think of
I'm
one.
not good at nicknames. I never have been.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll come to me.
But-
But it was really cute. Like he performed and like did his whole thing, and then we went to a show,
What kind of show?
like a rock show kind of.
Oh.
But it was like his name's Landon something.
Okay.
Yeah, so we went to this like venue.
How out were you? How late were you out?
I was out. I got home around 12:30.
Okay.
And what time did you have to get up? 4:30.
But it's okay.
Okay.
It just, sometimes you just got to do it. And only on Thursdays is it worth it for me to push all the way through because you can go home and take a
It's
nap
true.
and it's all good.
That's why literally this morning she walks in and she finds out Jubal's not here. Meanwhile, she does it like after everyone else finds out. And
Oh,
she's so
gosh.
confused and she's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, well, Jubal's sick.
I was like, I'm
Oh,
sorry
that's
that
not good.
I'm sorry Jubal's sick, but I was like, yeah, easy day. What's up, hoes?
I was up till midnight on Monday,
Why?
but that was because I was old trying to figure out how to re-edit a podcast, a video podcast.
Wait,
You were
what?
and
working on it
repost
that
it
whole
to-
time?
Yeah, and then repost it to YouTube. I didn't even finish it by midnight. I was like, I'm done for tonight. I didn't finish it till the next day at noon.
Wait, what do you
gotta
mean you're
just
trying
ask
to
Victoria.
Well, the problem was it was not saving to my phone. There was no space on my phone. But it would save sometimes and then not others. And then I had to do too many edits and it was a disaster. But it's fine now. But so our midnight outings were different. And
They were-
yours would have been much more fun.
Yeah, mine was fun. It was really cute. And he has a dog.
Ooh,
And she's
the dog.
super cute. The dog is super cute, but it's funny because you can tell that the dog is really protective of him. So like we kind of had cuddle time and the dog is just kind of like, bro, who is this bitch? What are you doing?
Oh.
Give me attention. I mean, she's cute. Like she'd come over and like I pet her too, but like she's super protective. It's so cute.
Aw.
What, did you spend the night at his house?
No,
Oh.
not that time.
Well, does he?
I
Oh,
did
on
the-
Friday.
Yeah, but that's just because I like. There's no way I could drive.
Right. How far away from you does he live?
25 minutes.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not bad.
he's like in the Green Lake area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's like near Ashley, right?
No.
No?
No, he's in Seattle,
Yeah, Seattle.
Wait, but where's Green Lake?
so I can have.
North of us here, like
Oh.
by 15 minutes.
Oh, so like near the mall? I mean, near the.
have you never been to Green Lake?
I don't
It's
know.
between here and Northgate.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Thank you.
But it's
Uh-huh.
like really cute, and there's like a park. Anyway,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. That was super nostalgic too. So like this is the area that we used to go out in. Like
Mm-hmm.
you go like freaking. I haven't been there. I can't even tell you how long. So that's probably why I just keep drinking because I just feel like a kid again, and it's just like the shots just keep flowing. Like granted, I didn't. Granted,
Mm-hmm. Shout out to
Um,
Emily Stave, one of our listeners. She says the same thing.
it just it rolls off easier.
You know, she says take it for granted, and she thinks it makes more sense.
Oh,
Oh,
take it for granted.
for granted.
Yeah.
You
Because
can.
that's like something like you don't want to take it for granted because that's very heavy.
That's so real.
That's good. Actually, true.
Yep.
Okay, dinner's ready. But yeah, so that was just like, and I didn't even drink that much to be like completely hungover, but just when you don't sleep, your body doesn't fully process it. So
Yeah.
you're still kind of like, woo.
Yeah,
Here
loopy.
we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun.
Dang.
And the hard part too with all of this is, right? So on all of these dates, I probably should stop telling people the name of my podcast.
Oh,
Epa, you haven't learned that?
Well, it's also on my Instagram. So like people are out here like Googling
they're
it.
like searching you up.
Yeah.
As Palmer calls
Oh
it.
my God, they are. And the funny part is this matchmaker. So the night before I went out with Beethoven.
Okay.
We're going with Beethoven.
How about Mozart? It's shorter.
Okay. So with good old Moats.
Moats.
The night before I went out with him, I went on a date with one of the matchmaker dates. And this guy said that the matchmaker, when she was telling him about who I was, she was like, yeah, her name's Nina. She owns a radio station, all of this stuff. I'm like, owns a radio station? Like I said, are these people even good at their job?
Yeah.
So he Googles me and he's like, Nina radio. And he finds out. So I sit down and he's like, I know you're on the Jubal show. And he had this like head shake. And he was just like,
Oh, God. I would have been like, this was fun. Bye.
I tried not to get food because I was like, let's just have a drink, dinner, whatever. I didn't really want to do it. And he's like, wait, no, like, I just really want to get dinner. I'm like, fuck.
So you got dinner?
Yeah.
I got a salad. Like I ate beforehand because I don't like to go to dinner on these dates. I just want to meet you for a drink. Let's not make this a 2-hour thing.
Yeah.
But he liked to hear himself talk and he wanted to have like
he
all
should
of
be
the
in radio.
courses. Yeah. I mean, nice enough. Like I shouldn't really shit on these people because everybody's trying to do their best. But it is really creepy when everybody like knows things about you ahead of time. So I
Yeah.
want to tell you guys everything.
Right.
But I just feel kind of bad,
Yeah.
you know?
Ask them to like not share your social or, well, I guess that's not like not asking them to not.
I mean, it's fine. But like even the same thing with Mozart, like he was talking about, he was like, so should I listen to your podcast? I was like, nope.
Yeah, no.
Nope, absolutely not.
My mom has also asked that. She's like, when are you going to send me your podcast? And I'm like, probably not gonna.
Weird.
My mom listens to it and then she'll just look at me and be like, okay.
I don't. Well, and that's the thing is, I'm like, most of it would be fine, but I'm like, I don't know that there's certain things you'd want to hear.
I mean, that's just it more than anything.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think mom's going to want to hear about watermelon.
Yeah.
So.
Well, she'll be happy that you didn't try to force it.
Well, now her thing is she text messages me when I'm out on dates and she just says no sex.
Wait, she texts you that?
Yeah. Because I sent her a selfie when I was out with the same one that I
Mozart.
sent you guys when I was out with Mozart. And she wrote back immediately, no sex. And I just started laughing because I was like, you are so funny. You think I'm a hoe. Like, my
Or she's
mom,
hoping you are.
like, she
Oh,
really thinks I'm out here just like doing those things.
Hey,
I
you know what?
mean-
It's 2024.
Yeah.
Hoes got a hoe.
Gosh, and I really want to tell you this other thing too because it's so juicy. But if he listens, it's gonna really.
Wait, you're talking
not
about
be-
Mozart?
Yeah, but I
Oh.
want to tell you something that was happening on my way to go see Mozart.
So it's not about him.
No,
Oh, but
So
you're
you
afraid if
can-
he hears it, he'd be upset.
because then I had some other dude in my DM all talking dirty, and I liked it, and then I like wrote back and I was being funny, and then I had to unsend it because I was like, Nina, that is not appropriate behavior when you're on your way to see another man.
Yeah.
So
But at the same time, he knows you're going on matchmaker dates, right?
he
You
knows
guys-
about the matchmaker
Yeah,
date.
you guys
Oh,
aren't
so-
exclusive, so you can do all the dirty talk you want unless something with Mozart takes a turn for a more serious relationship.
Yeah, I just think it's
True.
it's hard now the older you get.
Mhm.
And dating is not as casual as it once was because you get to that point where you're basically dating people for marriage
Mhm.
or for a long time partnership.
Mm-hmm.
And you have those conversations early. Like last night,
Wait,
we talked
really?
about love languages.
Oh,
we talked
shit.
about what quality time looks like. We talked about, what it is that we want and all of these things. Like this guy's actually available emotionally. And that's,
I was going to say, the fact that you guys are having those conversations is awesome.
it is awesome. It's super refreshing to hear somebody say that and not like, I really like you, but I'm just not ready.
Or, oh, so you're on the Jubal show.
But I mean, the conversations are different. And
This would
so
scare the
I
crap
don't,
out of me.
I mean, you're
At
just
24, it would scare the shit out of me, too. Don't worry.
totally. But I think it's been scaring the shit out of me this entire time.
Oh.
So as ready as I think I am, maybe I haven't been. And so this is also kind of like new territory. And I don't want to be out here like with 8 different people. But you're right, Ash. Like until somebody locks you down, like what are you going to do? But you're dating for different reasons,
Mhm.
not just to have some like.
Hook up.
Well, and that's the thing is, yeah, you're not on these matchmaker things. But you're allowed to also still be having fun. Now, I wouldn't recommend being like, oh, this dirty DMer, him and I, we're going to go bone before my date where I'm going to go
No.
bone this guy. Like, that's not good.
Well, I had to have this thought with myself too when I got home last night. I was like, you cannot be boning more than one person at a
Yeah.
time. Like you
Yeah.
cannot do that.
Because then you would be a little hoey.
it's just not
Is that
nice.
bad?
Like,
Yeah.
I don't like when people do that to me.
No, you wouldn't like if Mozart and you ended up boning if all of a sudden you find out he's also boning other people because it just feels dirty.
No, yeah, can't do it. So it's almost like this point, like, yeah.
You got to be open. Like if hey, I'm sleeping with other people. Are you? And they'd be like, yeah. And then you'd be like, cool, we're just going to get STD checks weekly. Or, no, I'm not sleeping with anyone else. Are you? No, I'm not. Okay, cool. Now let's bump uglies.
Bump
Yeah, I
uglies.
don't know. I think I'm not even ready to have that conversation.
No, I'm saying when it happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
That's like how it has to go. Because, yeah, you don't want to find out that you've decided to sleep with him and he is sleeping with other people.
I don't think he is.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we're not having the conversation, are you seeing other people? But he does know that I have the matchmaker and those dates
Yeah.
have not been going well.
Yeah.
So then does
So-
he know that technically there's a possibility that you might be sleeping with other people?
Well, no, because if he knows the dates aren't going well, he's like,
Oh.
she ain't sleeping with
I
people
mean-
if the date sucks.
Right. Yeah, he doesn't know those.
She's
that-
like, actually, the dates suck, but the sex is amazing.
The sex after?
Worth it. I would have 100 terrible dates for all the horniness that I am curing.
I mean, shoot, it's like after those bad dates, you go to Old Faithful Dirty DMer and you're like, let's just, erase that experience. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I
For
want
some reason, Old Faithful just made me think of a geyser, and I was like, just picturing.
you don't
a
even
dick
know what
geyser.
you just said. You don't even know what you just said.
Oh no! Oh my God, he is a dirty DMer.
Wait, what?
Do you know what Old Faithful is?
A
You know what a-
band, right?
You know what a geyser is?
I was thinking like a
Just shoots up out of the
skyscraper.
ground. Water, like
Nina!
I don't want anybody to listen to this episode except for you guys and like
Like
the you that really listen. Like, I don't want anybody in my
yeah,
personal circle to hear this stuff. I just want to tell you all in confidence.
yeah. No one else is listening.
So,
Shout out to Emily again. Thanks for listening.
oh
Love
man, it's pretty funny. It's a different world. It's weird and it's exciting, but like weird. So yeah, I don't know. I have to back off of the other one too. Like, I just feel like this is what I said. I don't want to be, like that.
Wait, so then are you
Yeah.
backing off Clark? Kind of? No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
you. Okay, so you're seeing where things go with Mozart
I think so.
and kind of excited about it. You seem excited when you're talking about it.
Yeah. And while you see, wait, but never mind.
You can say it.
Well, I was just saying because the other day you said you like Mozart, but at the same time, like, you might like not.
It wasn't that I didn't. I think I know I like him. I know I like spending time with him. I know I don't want him to go anywhere anytime soon. Like, I know those things. But what I don't know, and I guess it's hard to know is like, do I see a real future here? I don't know.
But that's so early, you wouldn't know that anyway. Nor should you pressure yourself to find that out right away.
That's true.
Go
It's true
Ashley.
too. But like, those are the things.
Yeah. I think you'll know as it progresses if you want it to continue to progress. And there's nothing, like, don't let anything else other than the feelings you have, like when you're with him, how he makes you feel. You said he's emotionally available, which is huge, and you've been looking for someone that is emotionally available.
Yeah. No, and he's so funny and it's really easy and it's all of those things, whether it's because we knew each other from before or I think we've just grown up.
Yeah.
Aw, that's
So-
kind of cute.
It's weird. It's funny. Because, like when you hear you might already know that person and it's weird how people kind of just come back. And I knew when I moved home that like throwbacks were going to start to bubble up because they did right away. But yeah, these two just kind of are sticking.
Okay.
my
These
gosh.
two. So is it Clark and Mozart?
Clark is turning into more of a friend,
Okay.
honestly, which is totally fine. He's great
Yeah.
also.
But he's not very emotionally available.
He is not emotionally
Yeah.
available. Like that is clear and
Yeah.
on the table.
Which is probably a red flag and an avoidance.
It is. And that's the funny thing too. Like he's a good person, but that's how I could get stuck. Like if I didn't,
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so Mozart is very refreshing.
Okay. Well, I like that. I can't wait to hear about date number 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, I really just need to make sure he never listens to these.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, probably not. But also, whenever y'all do sleep together, I will be curious if he is the same or if he's better. Or if he's worse.
Why do you always want me to rate?
Oh, wait,
these
because you
things?
did sleep together 15 years ago.
No, we didn't.
Oh.
Wait,
no,
what? Oh,
we-
no, you didn't?
No, we've
Oh,
never slept
thought y'all
together.
dated.
Oh, I thought that she thought, I was like, oh,
I
did
thought
you say?
they-
Yeah, because that's why she wants you to rate him, like if he was better now than he was
Oh,
15
I
years
thought you wanted
ago.
me to compare the
Bed.
two guys.
No.
No,
Actually,
I only want you to compare him to Watermelon.
I don't want a watermelon. Like that big is overrated.
The only comparison is, did it go in? That's it.
Yeah, that big is super overrated. But 15 years ago, what had happened was we went on a couple dates and they were really good. But there was another girl that worked in our building, and I did not know that the two of them had been sleeping together for a while.
Well, now I need to know who that is.
I know.
Oh, side note, I also worked here at the time, so I know who Mozart is.
Yeah, so Ashley
Did you
does.
just say that, or did you?
We haven't said that yet.
No, but that's right. Ashley does know who he is because remember, Ashley and I
We
are
worked
friends
together.
We worked
back
together
in the day.
So
back
what are
in
your
the day.
thoughts of him?
I mean, I didn't know him that well. He was nice, and I remember. I think sadly, one of the most in-depth conversations we ever had was I think on the day he was getting laid off. Like Clear Channel had done massive layoffs.
Yeah,
and I remember talking to him while he had to pack up his desk.
that's so sad.
It was so sad, and he was kind of shocked by it, which we all were, because this was there was 10 people in the office that all had to pack up boxes.
Oh, that's so sad.
But
Well,
he was super nice every interaction I had with him, but we worked. It's not like you work on opposite sides of the building.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Oh.
But he worked in sales of the time we met while I was on the radio, and we had so anyway. But there was this other girl that he was sleeping with. And apparently he had gotten out of a relationship, but this girl and him had been sleeping together for a long time. And she was under the impression that they were something. And she had developed real feelings for him. And so
it could have only been one of 4 people, so I'm very
So
excited
she
to find
took me
out
to
who it was.
coffee. She took me to coffee and was like, listen, I know that you went on a couple dates with Mozart, and I just wanted to let you know what's going on. And I was like, oh, girl, don't worry about it. You got it. No, I'm good. And so it just kind of faded out at that point, and I respected her space. And I think he was kind of just like, what's going on? And I was like, I know what you've been doing. Don't worry about it.
Have you guys talked about that now?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
What did he say?
One of the things he goes, do we need to talk about anything? Do we need to rehash old stuff just to make sure we're cool? And I'm like, no, I don't remember being mad at you. I don't think so. You're kind of douchey. That was a pretty douchey thing to do. But no, I'm not mad now. But to have that chance again to even have that conversation, it's pretty funny. But I was in love with somebody else at the time I went on a date with him. I was in the middle of my first love that was an on and off situation. So we were on and off. So I went on a couple dates with him. So when she told me that, I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was totally fine. But I mean, he's always been a doll. So
Okay.
yeah.
That's I thought y'all had slept together, which is why I was like,
No.
not rate, but I just want to know if he's gotten better or homie got
He's
worse.
learned more, or if he got lazier. That's
Yeah,
what she wants to know.
exactly. Yeah.
No, he's not lazy.
Okay.
So yeah.
On that note, just kidding.
So Ash, anything else?
I got nothing. I think I'm blushing for you.
Well, welcome to overshare.com.
It's a fun time.
That should be a website. Overshare.com.
Isn't there?
Imagine how much juiciness would be on there.
Oh my gosh,
There is
I know.
I don't
It's
know.
like
Let's
Reddit.
look it up.
It's like Reddit.
I think I'm thinking of Overstock.
But Reddit, but yeah, you're thinking of Overstock. No, Overshare.com. I'm gonna look.
Overshare.com. Got to share it on the big O.
The thing with
That's
Overshare.com would be, it's for sale. We can buy it now for $8,700.
Oh.
Yeah, Reddit is too confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of is, honestly. I
Yeah.
don't like it.
No, me neither. But Overshare.com would be easy because it would just be
Everyone sharing their overs.
I went on a date with a guy who has a watermelon for a wiener. And I couldn't fit it in. Anyone have any tips? That would be Overshare.com.
Anyone have any tips?
I would visit
Anonymous overshare.com.
I would visit that website daily just to see. It'd be like next door, all the best parts of next door.
What's next door?
Oh, it's the neighborhood app where people are supposed to use it for
That's for crime.
what's going on in our neighborhood, but people are they just give juicy gossip from neighbors and stuff.
What?
Sometimes. Oh yeah. People misuse it constantly.
Just can't imagine. I just got in a fight with Bob tonight, so he's sleeping on the couch, and I just pulled out my little friend.
People, I mean, that would be overshare.com.
That would be overshare.
fun.
Listen, somebody's gonna steal that idea if we don't buy
I
that
know.
for
Damn it, I don't have
$8,700.
I don't really feel like I don't have that money, but
It's $8,770 actually. I could do the 70 if y'all want to cover the $8,700.
Yeah, I can't. It's all in T-Bozzy right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm.
So buy some T-Bozzy so we can buy overshare.com.
mytbozzy.com. We'll get into one of those. Actually, I'm excited about that. My injector is a doctor, and she's also an OBGYN doctor and all this stuff. So we're going to have her on, and we're going to talk in depth about women's health stuff. And she's also a skin nerd like me, and she goes to all these conferences.
Oh,
and
she's going to bring
She
Botox
is?
in and give us Botox on the podcast?
I mean, she could. She's actually really good at it.
I kind of want to
I'm
ask
sure.
her about my patches.
Well, all right.
Oh.
So now that I've teed that up,
Okay.
Dr.
Birth
Bianca.
control,
Yeah.
not smoking. I don't.
Oh,
Just so we're
I
clear.
didn't know what patches you were talking about, and I thought this will be.
Oh.
I thought you were like. I was like, does she have skin patch rashes
well, she
down there?
She does
no.
on her butt.
No, it's good. Nina. No, it's just because my birth control is like giving me like I
Overshare.com.
stick it.
Overshare.com.
I stick it on my ass, but then when I take it off, it's like all red.
Well, because you probably have an allergy to the sticky stuff.
That's what I said.
I
Like,
know.
Take it off.
Nina, I don't think you understand. If I
Take it off.
Why don't you just take a pill?
it off.
because then I have to contact my doctor again and get the pill, and I was really bad about taking the pill, so I wanted to find.
Why
a
don't you get an
solution.
IUD?
Someone told me those aren't that great. Like, and you, like, I have really, really bad.
I also thought that the depot shot, the ring.
There's injectables. Like you can put like a
Yeah, but I
thing
heard you
in.
bleed for like months on some of those.
Also, there's something called abstinence. That's
There is that, too.
100%.
but it doesn't help my other problem.
Okay, but here's the
Oh.
thing. is
That's
that
like I
you
don't
can
like.
hear.
There's ways to fix that one. There's
But
not ways to
you
fix.
can hear bad things about all of that shit because people are going to have different people are going to have a bad reaction to everything. That doesn't mean that you're going to have that reaction to everything. So something out there will work for you. Clearly, the patch, you have an allergy to it.
Does that mean it doesn't work though? Because my period has been coming a week early.
I mean,
Is that what you want it to do?
No, I just want it to. The
so that
pain
means
to
it's
not hit
that
either.
means that the hormones aren't strong enough for whatever is supposed to be going on with your body, or that's when are they coming a week early? Like you're having them every 3 weeks versus every 4 weeks.
No, it's like It's like when I take the patch off is when I'm supposed to have my period, but rather right now it's like the last week that I'm on the patch. I normally have
So the hormones aren't
start.
strong enough.
motherfucker.
I would assume.
Damn it.
But I'm not a doctor. I'm just assuming like science would say the hormones are supposed to,
Science rules.
right? Like with birth control pills, you're supposed to take it for 3 weeks, and on the week you're not on it,
Yeah.
It's supposed to do
because
the job.
that's when the hormones aren't there.
Yeah.
So I would assume the hormones, if you're starting your period when you're still on the patch, then the hormones aren't working.
Oh, that does make sense.
I don't know. All I know is you have a
No.
rash on your butt and you keep it there.
Okay, bitch.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, you're never going to get a date if you're out there scratching your ass at a bar.
Or maybe you will. Maybe they think it's an invitation.
Ew.
Yeah.
Scratch
She's
and
just
sniff,
like,
homie.
Ew.
She's just sitting in her bar stool looking over, hey, y'all.
Gross. I don't itch it. That's disgusting.
I mean,
I used to pass out from my period, so like,
Yeah, no,
I don't
no,
really
no.
want to pass
Yeah.
out anymore.
No.
so that's,
yeah.
you need something stronger.
Yeah. Those kind of cramps suck. We'll talk
Yeah.
to Dr. Bianca.
Yeah. After she injects my face.
After she gives Botox, then
Yeah.
we'll ask her, hey, real quick, by the way,
Yeah, or while she's giving me injections.
I
in
can,
my
yeah,
face.
just
That's
like, can you look
Botox
at my
and
ass
birth
real quick?
control?
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's cover all the bees.
That's fun. What's another one? Botox, birth control.
bitches.
Bitches. God.
All right. So I think we should just leave it there, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for being here for another titillating episode of Classy Chaos, where we stay chaotic.
But
You
keep it
had to think about
classy.
that one.
I did.
Oh, God.
I did.